Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to avoid makeup flashback. So if you want to see the steps I take and the products I use, then just continue to watch. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Alright, so the first step is to always start off with a well moisturized and primed face. I'm using the Pond's Dry Skin Moisturizer, and I use this in the wintertime. Now I'm using my primer, and that's the LA Girl Pro HD Primer. It's for smoothing out the face, so I'm using this in mostly my where I get mostly pores, which is my nose. And then I'm going in with my Milk Blur Stick. I actually started using this and I started liking it, so I'm just using this as well, and I'm using my fingers just to smooth it out, and that's just going to give me such a nice and smooth base. So now I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut, and I'm just correcting any of my dark spots, which is mostly under my eyes, my eyelids, and around my mouth. You could also use an orange concealer. I just like to use something more of my skin tone. And now I'm taking this brush. I started out using this brush and then I stopped using it for a while, and then I decided to pick it back up and I forgot why I loved it. Like, I honestly love this brush. This brush is the Bare Minerals Core Foundation brush, and it's honestly so good, guys. Like, it blends out the product really good. So I'm just using that to blend out the concealer. And the next thing is to avoid using any foundation with SPF, and try to use something that is more of your skin tone, like exactly your skin tone, or even a bit darker. Try to avoid using foundations that are too light for your skin tone, because you'll definitely get flashback with that. So I'm just applying the foundation on my skin, and then I'm going in with that same brush to blend it out. And when you get to your forehead, you don't need to bring the product all the way up to your forehead. That's another thing with flashback. Sometimes you could see like the line of demarcation on your forehead. So honestly, just you don't need to bring it all the way up to your forehead, because you're going to be contouring there as well. So now I'm just using my damp beauty blender just to blend it out and make sure everything is smooth. Now you want to go in with your concealer. Make sure that the concealer that you use is at least 1 to 2 shades lighter. Anything like too light for your skin complexion will definitely flash back when you take flash pictures. So make sure that you use a concealer that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. 3 is pushing it, but anything lighter, like it's bound for flashback, so just avoid that. And I'm just using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn to highlight. Honestly, y'all know me and Fawn, like, that's my perfect undertone to highlight with. So I'm just using the same brush to blend it out, and then I'm gonna go in with my sponge after again to just make sure the edges are blended into the foundation seamlessly. Alright, so now I'm going in with my contour, and I'm using the ABH Cream Contour Kit. And I'm just contouring my cheekbones, my forehead, my jawline, and my nose. This part doesn't really play a big part in flashback, but yeah, you need to complete the face. Alright, so the next step is to set your concealer. So you want to avoid using powders that contain silica. And what I do is I basically press the powder into my skin. I used to bake, but when I was baking, I did witness flashbacks. So I started literally pressing the powder into my skin, and I've been avoiding flashback ever since. But some people do bake, so when you do bake, just try not to leave the powder on for too long, because that will definitely cause flashback. So I'm just pressing the powder into all of my highlighted areas. Alright, so now I'm powder contouring, and I'm using the ABH powder contour, and I'm using this angle brush to apply it. This as well doesn't play any part in flashback, but like I said, you need to complete the face. Make sure that that contour is popping. Those cheekbones are popping. Alright, so here I'm just taking a clean fluffy brush, and I'm making sure that all the powder that I used is dusted off and seamlessly like all blended together. So my highlight powder and my contour powder, I want to make sure both of those powders are seamlessly together, like it just all, there's no lines. So here I'm just making sure that my contour is nice and sharp. And here I just finished up my eye makeup, and now I'm going in with blush. Now another major thing is the highlighter that you use. You want to avoid using a highlighter that is not meant for your skin complexion. If you're a darker skin tone like me, you want to stick to highlighters that are more golden and medium tone. So one of my favorite highlighters is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Gold Deposit. Like, I'll always go back to this highlighter. So I'm using that on my cheekbones, on my eyebrow bone, my brow bone, my nose, and yeah. And now I'm taking the same brush I used for my blush, just to blend that highlighter and blush in so that there's no like line. And then I'm just going to set my face with my NYX setting spray. And the last thing you want to do is take a flash test. I will highly recommend taking a flash test before you leave your house. That's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.